Yes, yes, people, and we are live. Let me just change my mic settings. Actual mic. Welcome, people, to another second edition of In Hindsight.
Yes, sir.
This is like a new transfer. Every time I get this guy, yeah, it's almost like it's like a transfer, bro. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of talk
Like
and
Arsenal,
family
innit? Like
business.
last minute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is he gonna jump on? Pause. You know what I mean? Is he gonna be there to?
Early pause.
I'm saying, but we've got man in the building, man, like views. We say, my G.
I'm good, my bro. Hope well. I got a little bit under the weather, but aside from that, I'm good. This has been needed. So you get me? I have to apologize because I obviously want to make this a regular thing. But yeah, other than that, man, in the world of Arsenal, the world of football, we got shit to talk about. You get me? So in hindsight, episode 2. Big up AFC always. Make sure you're subscribing to Waffle TV.
This is a guy I wanted to be here. This is the guy I want to be here because AFC always is always real. Man's always real, and he's consistent with it. He's not one of these flip flop man. And we're gonna get into all of these flip flop channels and man that's doing the flip flop thing because we need to have conversations, bro. So anyway, we're gonna start off with today. What we're gonna talk about first.
Well, obviously, I started off my quick little thing before I jumped on with you chatting about Gabriel James. You get me?
Who you say? Who you call him?
Gabriel James. Yeah, we have to call him James now, innit? And Martin. I know he scored a hat trick, you know, like that. But I don't want people to get sidetracked with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't need to follow the yellow brick road because Arteta's already coming out talking about January's gonna be quiet. I mean, we're getting to that, but. You get me? First and foremost, let me congratulate James because they were 3 great finishes. Yeah. But you get me? You can see it coming, my bro. You can see it coming. You know what's coming. You know what's coming, bro. Oh, we have James now. You get me? He's scoring goals now. We don't need no one in January. You can see what's coming, my bro. What's your thoughts, man?
Bro, before we get into the James talk, yeah, listen. I can't be doing a stream and cracking up every minute. We need to call him man James, yeah. Let's talk about the game first, innit? So the Arsenal Crystal Palace Carabao quarterfinals. I'm gonna sit back. I wanna hear what your thoughts on as a route of the whole game and then I'll talk about it.
Let's start with Mikel Ranieri. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what type of team selection that was. Like, I think most Arsenal fans, when you saw the team, like, because we never know. Like, I come on my live, I'm trying to do a preview, but we never know. We can't really do a preview or a good prediction because we just never know who's going to turn up. But anyway, the lineup, you got Kivior and you got Timber as centre back. Like, what on earth? Like, why does he always want to tinker with it? I just don't understand. What I thought was going to happen is that we play a strong defense because obviously we're struggling there, and then we might do a little bit of switcheroo in the midfield or up front, which we kind of saw. So yeah, first thing I was unhappy with was the selection. Then obviously straight away it's justified why we're unhappy with the selection. Just what I'm saying. I'm sure you saw that one little long ball over the top to Mateta, Kivior all over the place. All over the place, bro. You get me, yeah? So and then we're chasing the game. So within 4 minutes, we're a goal down. You get me? We're at the Emirates. The Emirates is quiet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people are thinking, here we go again. And for me, like, he was just panicking. Do you know what I mean? Like, so he was on the sidelines doing up his little mime show that he does. And we never played good in the first half. We're chasing the game. It weren't really coming together, in my opinion. Sterling, he had an hour. When did he come off? Around the 60th, I think. Around about an hour.
Yeah.
And what did you do, bro? Saka came on straight away. Odegaard came on straight away, got assists. So for me, it shows me that, like, is the squad good enough to rotate like that? I mean, personally, I actually think it is. But when you make those kind of selections, my bro, when you put players in those positions, you're creating a problem for us. Do you not agree?
Of course.
You're creating a problem. Like, when you play Partey at right back, we can no longer overlap. We've no longer got that right side connection. Odegaard, Saka, Timber, because Timber's been our best right back this year. Do you know what I mean? So for me, as a whole in the game, I was looking at it like you've set us up to do badly already. So I've got to big up the boys in the fact that, you know, for me, it's an important win. This is our best chance to win silverware this year. I know it's not what everyone wants to hear, But so I don't really care how we win the game. But looking at that, there was a couple of positives, but for me, it was more like kind of negatives. I mean, you're gonna have to let me know your thoughts on it. I thought we did a bit better in the second half, but Kivior again at fault for Nketiah's goal. I mean, let me know your thoughts, my bro.
So yeah, a lot of the stuff you said, that's spot on. You know, about the game and stuff like that. And when you just mentioned the defense right there, now I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about Timber and Kivior starting as centre backs. I wasn't even thinking about that. But all that shows me is that Arteta showed Crystal Palace disrespect. You know, not even playing with one of your proper centre backs. You know, in a game, you could have paired up Saliba with Kivior. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you decided to leave both men on the bench, and we get into the management stuff a bit later. But you know, when I played football, yeah, and this is my later years, yeah, my late 30s. You know, I was always, and I played at centre back in my late years. Yeah, I always was told not to let the ball bounce in it, because if you let the ball bounce, then it's going to be hella issues. And what did you see for that goal? Kivior, I think he misread the bounce, to be honest. So to be fair to him, but for Mateta to do what he did after that, that was shocking. Shocking.
I don't even think he's fast. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, he's not fast, but Mateta, I think Kivior was, yeah, he's useless. Sell him in January, yeah, definitely. He's Kivior's obviously another player of Arteta's that thrives on confidence, isn't it? I don't think. Do you know what? Yeah, let me be fair to this guy. Yeah, I don't think the Premier League's for him. You know, can he do better in a different league? Maybe going back to the Italian league or somewhere else, possibly. But I just think the physicality and the inconsistency of, you know, his play and, you know, Arteta not picking him, you're not going to grow in it. Do you know what I'm saying? So any little thing you do when you come onto the pitch now is going to be magnified 10 times. And you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, look at this guy, he's shit. Especially when we've got Saliba and Gabriel as the
and it's like he needs someone to hold his hand. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
exactly. So yeah, that's you know what? In a way, I feel sorry for the guy because you know what? Yeah, he wanted to come to Arsenal, win it, to improve in it, and Arteta just bought him as a backup, obviously. But you know what? I personally think Arteta's mishandled him. I don't think he's treated him right, to be honest. And I could be here saying Kivior's shit and everything, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to disrespect the man because I think our manager has shown disrespect to him. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, brought him in. Yeah, you should have given him more game time, especially when we had games where we were like winning 3-4-0. Remember last year we were smacking teams
up. Yeah,
you weren't even bringing man on the pitch. Weren't playing him. So anyway, but apart from that, you know the mad thing about it, let me tell you a little story. My brethren was phoning me, yeah, ringing me down, and I was doing a stream in it. And then, like, next minute, he sends me a texture, and he's standing on a halfway line, bro.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I had a ticket for you tonight, and I was like, nah.
What, for that same Palace game?
Yeah, and he goes, "Oh, pass through." And then when I see like Crystal Palace score, I was like, I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
In my yard. You know, you've got to get the train and it's just long, you know what I mean? Going to Arsenal on the train is long, bro.
And you never know what you're gonna get, man. It's like as Troop said, in it's terrorism football. Do you know what I mean? 1 minute we're pinging it about like an internet connection, and the next minute it's like we're all walking through mud, we're all walking through, do you know what I mean? Like walking through glue or something. It's like, how can it be such a stark contrast of play? This is what I don't understand.
Yeah,
and talking about Kivior, you're right. Let's not blame Kivior. He isn't good enough for Arsenal, but let's not put that on him. Do you know what I mean? Because he's not the guy who bought himself. He's not the guy who picks himself every week. Do you know what I'm saying? Or whenever he gets to play. So we can say that, innit? We can say, yeah, like you know, we can't put it all. It's just like James. It's just like James, isn't it? Like I don't personally think.
I'm not gonna get. I can't get used to this James talk, you know,
bro. I can't call him Jesus, bro. I just can't do it. I can't. I mean, listen, big him up for the hat trick. Obviously, he's firing off the pitch. You get me? He's scoring off the pitch. Like, congratulations to him and his family. But that hat trick doesn't paper over the cracks for me, my bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, we definitely need reinforcements in January. Do you know what I mean? And the club's already making a beeline, like they're already going to carry on with the same rubbish that they usually do. But you're right. You can't blame Kivior. You can't blame James. You can't blame Zinchenko. You get me? You can't blame any of these players. The club has bought them. The club's putting them on the kind of money that they're on. And then the club's also being sentimental with these guys. In modern football, you can't be sentimental, my bro. Do you know what I mean? If you're not good enough for a big club like Arsenal, you've got to be moved on, unfortunately. But who's going to want these guys? That's another question. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. But yeah, in terms of like the game, if we go into a bit of an analysis, I thought the first half, we were terrible. I thought Crystal Palace were well in the game. You know, their man scored early, and we weren't really doing much in terms of attacking. I felt Mourinho was weak again. Another weak performance. I don't see what he does in the team. Yeah, he's got a nice little bit of tech here and there, but I don't see what he actually. As a starter, I don't see him as a starter in his team. I see him as a backup, but I don't see him as a starter because there's nothing about his play that really, like gets man out of his seat. He just doesn't.
It's like he just kind of floats into space, even if no one's occupying it. Like I said on my live, it's like when I watch him, he's happy to be on the peripheral of the game. He's happy to be on the outskirts. Do you know what I mean? And not directly influencing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I did see a couple of bits in the Crystal Palace game where he was trying to break forward and pass and set stuff up, but he didn't really have a choice. You've got him and Jorginho in the midfield, so you couldn't really hide in that midfield. But when he's usually up with someone else like Rice or whoever, for me, he kind of hides a little bit. I'm going to be honest. He's on the edge of the game, in my opinion. You're not really trying to influence it. You're happy to just tick along, keep the ball moving, which I don't mind, but why did we take all that time to sign you? Why have we spent that money on you? Do you know what I mean? Like, and you're not really improving what's going on. Like, is he that much of an upgrade on Jorginho? That's what you got to ask yourself. And that's not me being horrible. That's just
a good question. That's a very good question, man. Very good question. Just a little younger version, innit, of Jorginho, innit?
And only by a few years, by the way. Because remember, what Moreno's like 28, right? And then I saw some stuff. I know I'm kind of going a little bit off topic, but I saw some stuff, man. And they're talking about strikers and Gyökeres and Isak. And some of the stuff that they're saying, my bro, like, it's the key words that we always hear as Arsenal fans. And it makes me want to, that scene in Menace to Society where he comes in and just starts hitting all the kids. That's what it makes me want to do right now, bro. Go into that Arsenal dressing room and start swinging on all of them, because what are you talking about? Like, when he's talking about Gyökeres, you're talking about, we don't know if he fits the right profile. Huh? Like, your top 3 striker in the world. You don't know if he fits the right profile. He's 27. Like that's too old, yeah? So when you're hearing the club say these things, you know where we're going. Then they said, we don't know if he's proven. He's only done it in the Portuguese league. But this is the same club that's trying to get Sesko, my brother. Bro.
Mad, thinking about that. Anyway, let's talk about the game first, and then we'll move on to things. Yeah, I'm just getting hot.
Things to get off my chest.
So,
go on.
So obviously, Tierney got a start, a rare start.
Yeah,
I thought he was possibly our best player in the first half.
Well, if you looked at it, we were starting to play down the left a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? Like, wasn't so like insistent on going down the right side. Do you know what I mean? Inverting. Yeah. So I thought Tierney gave us that balance. I was saying it before because he's been on the bench for a few weeks now, and I knew that, because I don't know if he's injured or if it's a cramp.
Yeah.
On Sky Sports, they said it was a cramp, but I was first hearing it was injured. I knew that would probably happen. He hasn't played for so long, but I also knew that when he did get an appearance, we'd probably look a little bit more natural on that side, and that's what I thought he brought to us. I mean, it weren't like some barnstorming performance, but I thought it was competent. I thought he showed in that cameo I thought he showed more than Zinchenko and Kivior in that position, just in that little cameo alone. I don't know what you think, but I just thought it was a little bit more natural. You know, we was putting in crosses from the left side. Like, I thought it was a good thing.
Yeah, that's the thing with Tierney as well, is that he's quite a good crosser of the ball as well. And as you said as well, he gives that balance on the left. It's not always about inverting. You know, he go outside, overlap. You know, cross the ball in. Obviously, him and Trossard, obviously that kind of connection weren't great because obviously, you know, Trossard's used to the inverting in it kind of thing. So that probably wasn't, you know, the best kind of combination going forward. But just deep this for a moment, yeah. So we played Tierney last night, or sorry, the night before, and instead of like us man talking about how good the victory was, these men are saying that Tierney's leaving in the summer, which we kind of knew anyway. But don't you think that's a little bit strange? The way David Ornstein just broke that news.
I do, and I do like the timing as well. That's why I was thinking, well, maybe he is injured again. And I did say on my live, right? Even when we was playing Everton and Fulham, I was like, just why not chuck him in, chuck KT in, because he's probably going to get injured again. We know that. Do you know what I mean? But while he's been on the bench for a few weeks, it obviously means he's been training. So even if we want to move him on, how are we going to move him on if no one sees that he kicks a ball? Do you know what I mean? So I did think the timing was a bit weird, but my first reaction was maybe he's injured again and they're just trying to, do you know what I mean? I don't know what you thought, but that was my first boom. Maybe he's injured again. I did kind of expect it to happen, and maybe they're just covering that up with this little story. But we know that his contract runs out in the summer. Obviously, there's literally no reason for us to want to go and renew that. And that's nothing on Kieran. That's nothing on his talent. It's just on his fitness. And we all know that. Do you know what I mean? So, I thought that was a bit of a strange story. But that was my first inkling, bro. I thought, maybe he's actually injured again, because it's a bit weird for them to come out with that straight away. Do you know what I mean? So that was my little thoughts on that.
Yeah, that was a bit mad, you know what I mean? Like the guy... And when you've been off for... you know what I mean, a substantial amount of time, you are going to get... When you say injury, I don't think it's like one of those injuries where he's going to be out for weeks. Obviously, might have felt a hammy and might have felt a bit of cramp and stuff like that. And that usually tends to happen. Obviously, I'm not no physio, but, you know, when you've been out for a long time and you've played to like, I don't know, 50, 60 minutes or whatever, do you know what I mean? Your body's going to naturally start to seize up in it because your body's not used to it. Obviously, training and match fitness are two completely different things, isn't it? Because your body's probably doing a little bit more strenuous activity in terms of like the game and, you know, the physicality of the game. But so in terms of the rest of the team, I thought the first half was literally something just... I was just watching the first half and I was like, you know what, these men need to do something. Yeah, these men need to do something. And you're right, in terms of the team selection, Arteta got it wrong in the first half. Let's not beat around the bush in it. He got it wrong in the first half. He disrespected the competition. He disrespected Crystal Palace. And Palace, you know, they done their thing in the first half. Obviously, second half, big change. You know, Odegaard came on, Saliba came on. What do you think of Sterling's? What do you think of Sterling's game?
I mean, I think he's a bit like I don't know, like a busy bee. Like I think he's trying. I just don't think he's got it like that anymore. To be honest with you, I mean, obviously he's going to be rusty. I mean, we brought him in the summer to come and help us out, and as you know, he barely gets any game time. Carabao Cup is the only real time that we see him, so it's hard to really judge him. But what I have seen of him, I mean, I've seen a couple of things that I like, and you know, in terms of he looks like he's willing to actually go at a player. I mean, a lot of the time he does just turn back, the same as Martinelli, but I think that's the system more than him. But I think it's hard to judge, my bro. I'm going to be real honest, because he hasn't had enough minutes. I don't know why we got him. I don't know why we're giving him 100 grand a week. to not even use him. It makes no sense to me. But I thought that was an opportunity for him to actually do something. He was unlucky he didn't score. But at the same time, you got to put that away, my bro. Do you know what I mean? Like,
bro.
You got to put that away, bro. You
And
got
the
to
second chance as well when he hit the crossbar.
hit the
It's like,
crossbar, like, bro. It's like the
what
man
am I
that
doing?
couldn't score in a brothel. Do you know what I mean? That's what it seemed like, and it was just like a continuation of the Fulham and Everton. And I don't know why we get into this. It's like we get into ourselves, like the pressure. Really, I mean, look at the Spurs game yesterday. And when you think that these things are not possible, it really is. Like you're 3-0 up cruising, and then you got the crowd, like maybe because you got the cameras on you. I don't know what it is, bro. It's the same for Arsenal. Like, why 1 minute we're pinging it around like Wi-Fi, and the next minute, like we're walking in glue. I don't understand why there's such a stark contrast. Do you know what I mean? But going back to Sterling, I just think he hasn't had enough opportunity to prove. When he has got on, he hasn't really done much, unfortunately. And the fact that Saka came on yesterday and got an assist more or less straight away don't help his. But then it's just not good enough for Arsenal. You at the end of the day, you just got to admit it sometimes. Like you said, Arteta made bad decisions. He set us up wrong to begin with. And that just is what it is. Like, Sterling's not good enough for Arsenal, in my opinion. I don't think Martin's good enough for Arsenal, in my opinion. I don't think James is good enough for Arsenal, in my opinion. Same for Kivior. But it's our club that buy these players, so you can't blame them. But at the end of the day, we got to say, look, it didn't work. Do you know what I mean? It didn't work. It didn't work. And we can't trust these guys. Like when other teams rotate, their team doesn't seem to struggle like our team struggles, bro. Do you know what I mean? But we had to bring on Odegaard. We had to bring on Magalet. We had to bring on Saka. Do you understand what I'm saying? Otherwise, nothing probably would have happened, bro. Let's be honest. So for me, that means that our squad ain't as deep as people think. Our bench ain't really fixed. But yeah, going back to Sterling, I think it's a bit of a waste of time for everyone. Like he hasn't really had the minutes. But when he does get it, he don't really do nothing with it. I mean, what's your thoughts on him, bro?
Do you know what? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I was happy to see Sterling coming in, but I was starving at that time, innit? I just thought, you know what? Man City tax.
Yeah.
And you know what? I got fooled with it once again, innit? You know what? Yeah, bringing an oldie. You know what I mean? We could change him. We can change him. Wow.
It's the hope, innit? It's the hope.
That's once the man hit the care home, that's it, bro. The man just want
to say, bro. The blue badge care home, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. And you come over here, we're giving him 100 grand, and I just don't know why. At this point, I don't know why. And lifting up his head, you're gonna see the best of me yet. Arteta don't even. He's looking at him in training, like, what must he be doing in training, bro? What must he be doing in training? Like, you must be stinking out the gaff, bro. Like, honestly, to never get a look in at all, except for Carabao Cup. So, yeah, my bro. And to be honest with you, I think I've seen your little comment about Rashford as well. I definitely don't want.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Don't hold it. That comment's been started for AFC always. We're gonna get into that in a minute. So we've got to talk on, James. I'm gonna call him James. Yeah, we've got to talk on his hat trick, and we've got to talk on his first goal that he scored. That was tech levels, FIFA style. The chip, the way he just chipped over, man, just nonchalant. Man's like that, and the ball going through there,
Yeah, I know. It's like it kind of went. It was like I was looking at the keeper, like, what you? I just don't think he was ready for that. Do you know what I mean? I don't think no one was ready for that. Let's be honest. That was. I mean, it was like all of his finishes were good. I think the second one was slightly offside.
Yeah.
But we'll take it, bro. Like, we've had enough go against us this year. Do you know what I'm saying? In terms of the consistency with referees, players kicking the ball away. I've seen that near enough every week, bro. And there's no yellows or reds. So we'll take a little bit of luck when it comes. But yeah, let's talk about it, bro. That was a very good hat trick, bro. The first goal, bro. My God. I didn't even think he had that in his locker anymore. Do you know what I mean? I really didn't. But it's so hard, like, because I was happy for him. But I'm sitting there saying that was my first, because I'm so traumatized with this club. That was my first thing. You got a hat trick now. Watch Arteta. That was the first thing I thought. Like, watch Arteta now. We're definitely ain't getting no one in January. But no, I got to big him up, man. He's been firing off the pitch. You get me? He's shooting up the club with his girlfriend. So congratulations to them. And we wanted to see him score. You know what I mean? It weren't against lower league opposition either. So I can't take anything away from the hat trick. I've got to big him up. I've got to say congratulations to James. You're not quite Brazilian just yet. We're not going to call you by your. We're not going to go back to your old name just yet. Do you know what I'm saying? But what I will say is that he now deserves to start, my bro. What do you reckon? I think a hat trick makes him start. He should start the next game. Man's not sure.
Well, you know what? You know the thing is with this, yeah, is that you're asking me to which poison to take in it. It's just like, you know what? This one's gonna kill you, but this one's gonna kill you as well, but you might die, you know what I mean, a little bit slower. That's literally the two options that we've got in it. And yeah, you're right. Gabriel does deserve, James does deserve to start the next game. But I will say this, views, you might be disappointed.
Oh no, I know he's not
disappointed.
Yeah,
because you might see the old the old James, you know, come back, and he might not be that great, because for him to start 2 games in a week, that might be a bit
much for him.
You know.
I know. Imagine that. Imagine this guy gets $250,000 a week. Do you see what I'm saying? It's unbelievable, my bro. And we can't look to stop. But I'm just talking about, you know, football clubs, and you get me, how things should go. If your manager picks you and you rock up and you bang a hat trick, then you very much should be in contention for the next game. And the only reason I'm saying that, not just off of the fact that he just banged a hat trick, but the fact that Havertz ain't banging at the moment. And also the fact that when we play with James, when we play with him, we don't tend to slap in all these crosses. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's not really. So I tend to think that we look a little bit more fluid. Now I know the first half was stinky, bro. The first half, even James in the first half, couple of decent things, but I was looking at it like, no, this guy's never going to score. We can be playing till next year. He's never going to score. And then it's like, I don't know. Maybe let me give credit to Arteta's team talk, because the team actually come out and looked a little bit different in the second half. Do you know what I mean? So, they looked a little bit more G'd up, and then he had to make the changes. You had to bring on the big boys. But that was the reason I was saying it. Couple of reasons. Havertz is a bit out of form right now, not scoring goals. We play a little bit more fluid, not so much crosses, and the fact that he banged a hat trick. But I know Arteta, bro, so I know that Crystal Palace is going to be fucking Donkey Kong up front. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is what Arteta does. And how must the players feel? How must Ranieri feel finally getting a start and then just to get hooked? But we'll get onto that. But yeah,
you know what? Yeah, see, this is just so much to talk about. I mean, it's just crazy. So, in terms of like, big up to this lipstick Penguin. Is that your boy?
Yeah, that's my mod still. Big up Penguin.
Big up, man. I wish we had a target man like Woods at Arsenal. He's a unit. Yeah, for real. What was I talking about? So the changes in the second half, obviously when we start against Palace, we're gonna have our both centre backs back, hopefully, and Odegaard will start. So instantly, our defense will be much better than it was to start with this game. So we're probably gonna be on the front foot much more in this game against Palace. So really and truly, if Jesus is starting on Saturday, I'm expecting my man to have more of the ball. I'm expecting my man to create more chances. Obviously, Palace will have a few more players back, but Palace are dead as far as I'm concerned. They're not great. So it's just
they will be. I think they'll be more up for this one than the cup. I think I think that goes without saying. They obviously hooked Mateta and they hooked Eze relatively early in the game as well. So I think they're going to be more prepared for this game as well.
And if they start with if they start with Mateta and Nketiah, it might be a little bit tricky for us,
When have you ever seen Nketiah score a goal like that, my bro? Have you ever seen that? I've never seen him score a header like that ever. Like, wow. But then don't you think that that's typical, like the history of the Arsenal? Like that's if you're talking about the history of the Tottenham, the history of the Arsenal is, if you're going through a bad run of form, if you need a win, you get me? If you're 16-year-old and you need your first senior goal, just play against Arsenal. Do you get me? Because we'll give that to you. We're handing out Christmas presents. You get me? Arteta clause, like that's what it is. But yeah, I think Crystal Palace are going to be more up for this game. I think that's why they hooked Eze and Mateta. And I think we're gonna change up, you know. But one thing I don't want to see us do, my bro, is I don't want to see Thomas Partey at right back, man. Please, please.
Good point. See, listen, I gotta go gym at like a certain time, like later on today.
Oh yeah, it's Friday, innit? Yeah.
I can see like
in the
so
match,
many things coming up today. This could easily be a 3-4 hour stream. Yeah? Obviously, man, we've got things to do in it, family issues, family things, all that. But what is it with this manager and this right back experiment, bro? What is it? What is it with this man,
bro? And even in the Crystal Palace game, like, why did you do all of that tinkering, bro, just to end up bringing on the first team players anyway, and then you brought Skelly and put him on the left back? Why not just start?
Why are you starting? Oh yeah, or Tierney,
yeah. Obviously, because you've got Tierney, but then if that's what you're gonna do, fine, and then just play Timber at right back. And even if you are gonna play Kiwior, just play him with like Saliba or Magalet or something. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I call him the Tinker Man. And someone said to me, I'm actually disrespecting Claudio Ranieri because he actually won a league title with Leicester, innit? So let me not disrespect him too much. True. But he earned that title while he was at Chelsea. Why on earth, like? If anyone's really playing FIFA in real life, it's Mikel Arteta. Why on earth did that back four even turn up like that? Like, who on earth would even have thought of that? If you're sitting there thinking, okay, I know Mikel Arteta's tinkering, I know we might do this, no one would have ever picked. You could have placed money down on it. No one would have picked that back four. No one. I don't think anyone would have guessed it. Like, you're overcomplicating things too much, my guy. Do you know what I'm saying? You know. And you're setting us up to fail, in my opinion. Like, because even when Ben White plays right back, he overlaps.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Thomas, a nice little cross on the outside as well. You know,
best midfielder. You're playing him at right back. Like, even Rice has been on and off this season, and I don't blame Rice fully because you're not 8. Like, you know what I mean? You're not playing to his strengths. But even if you want to take someone out the team, then take Rice out if that's what you're going to do. If he spoils the balance, but you've got to keep Thomas Partey in midfield because him at right back, there's no overlaps, there's nothing. It just messes up a whole play. Do you know what I mean? So
it's just disrespectful, man. I just find this manager really.
I'm hoping against this Crystal Palace team. Sorry, just to quickly go again. I'm hoping against this Crystal Palace team we don't see Thomas at right back and we see a proper fucking back four in it. If Tierney's not fit, then you got to play Skelly and you got to play Timber right, and then you got to have the Rolls Royce and Gabby Magalhaes. You've got to. Do you know what I'm saying? And then what you do with the midfield and up front, it's whatever. But what you're doing at the back, it fundamentally changes how we play. And I really feel like he's got to stop tinkering, my bro. He's got to stop it, man.
Definitely. This Lipstick Penguin says Timber's overlapping and attacking his levels above White. Yeah, I'd even say his defense is better. I'd even run Timber as a DM. He's a unit. Yeah, do you know what? I hear what you're saying, but I just want us just to have players playing in their positions. You know, Timber right back. You know,
how many different positions has he played this season? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's just and these are when man starts to get injured and all them kind of things, playing in certain different positions and stuff. But I hear you, Penguin, what you're saying. I do hear you, but the position that should be played is like by our best midfielder, and that's Partey. Because Partey, if you notice when Partey plays, he dictates the game.
Of course he does.
He dictates.
It's like he dictates. We ain't. We want. He's trying to make Rice into that, but you're not that guy. It's okay. Know your strengths, innit? Rice was our best 6. Do you know what I'm saying? Playing with Jorginho in that double pivot. So know your. Even if you are gonna do, even if you do want to mess around with Thomas, like put him as the 8. Do you know what I mean? Let him see how he plays there, for God's sake. Instead of keep playing Jorginho or Moreno, people that are kind of on the periphery. And I say on the periphery, but I think Jorginho actually influences the game a lot more than Moreno when I watch them play. So
yeah, definitely.
As you said, that was the best point you made. Big up Coach, big up Godfrey.
Yeah, big up Big H in the building, man. My brother, that
each and every time, man. But I think, yeah, you're right. Play the players in the positions that they're supposed to play in, man. Stop confusing them. Stop. You're messing with how the team actually plays and functions. Do you know what I mean? So that's my biggest thing at the moment. I think our biggest barrier, is Arteta at the moment with his team selection. His team selection is our biggest like benefactor in why we're doing badly at the moment. Is his in-game management and his team selection. So if you just pick players in their right positions, then I'm expecting us to at least have the kind of shape that we're used to. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. What do you think of this question here from Penguin? He's in having Party as an 8 is where it's at. Do you think Rice at 6 is the way to go forward?
Yeah, I was literally just saying it. If you look back at last season, yeah, when Rice got like 4 to 5 man of the match performances, team of the season, Declan Rice last year, he was in the 6. He was in a double pivot with Jorginho. So you've got to play to his strengths, 105 million, and there's no identity for Declan Rice in the team. He's not, for me, he's a late box crasher, more like box to box midfielder, or he can sit in front of the back four and sweep it all up. We need that. That's a very important role. Like, why are we confusing it? Why is Arteta confusing it? He's probably confusing the players as well. Do you know what I mean? So for me, even if you want to tinker, play TP in the 8. Why not? Why not? Do you know what I mean? Or even play one defensive midfielder and play Odegaard and Nwaneri. Why are we never seeing that against Everton when they weren't attacking us, my bro? And they literally had one man up front and we had 2 at the back. Why are we doing like for like subs and not trying to put on more attackers? So for me, our biggest crutch of this year, our biggest crutch of the season so far has got to be Mikel, bro. It's got to be said. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be said. And that's part of it. Just your in-game management and your team selection, my guys. So, you know what I mean?
Big up Zir Talks, Hanno in the building. Hanno is always trolling me when he comes onto my streams, man. I might kick him out in a minute. I'm joking. But yeah, the manager said some stupidness the other day in the interview, yeah, when he was asked about, you know, winning 1 trophy in 5 years. And then he started talking about, well, we've won like 2 charity or community shields, or whatever you want to call them.
We have won some dinner plates, my brother. Like, this is what our man, like, he is so embarrassing, my guy. Like, my word. When I saw it, Abs, I turned it off. Boom. Just like that. Boom. I turned it off. Like, no way. I couldn't believe he actually said that. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm just going to get ridiculed in the group chat now. Like, how embarrassing is this guy? And then, I'm not even going to lie to you, right? I'm not even going to lie to you. And I actually respect this guy, yeah? So big up Yorkshire Gunner, yeah? Big up
YG,
listen,
yeah.
And we agree on a lot of stuff, but we don't agree on this, because he actually made a stream, bro. And he was like, the FA class it as a trophy. Do you get me? UEFA class it as a trophy. It's like the Spanish Super Cup.
It's a friendly, bro. It's a glorified friendly, bro. That's all it is, yeah?
Glorified friendly, my guy. You can't, I'm sorry, man. I had to say to him, look, YG, I love your thing, bro, but we can't agree on this, bro. That is an embarrassment. Man's talking about I've won 2 dinner plates, my guy. Like, when I think it can't get any worse, he comes out and says things like that. I mean, you let me know your thoughts. For me, that's an embarrassment.
Bro, I don't even have to talk about it because I'm not even entertaining it. For me, that's just a joke thing. It's just like, you know what, yeah? Community Shield is just a day out, you know, friendly to usually see like new players, you know, starting for your team and stuff like that. It's a nothing trophy for me. Yeah, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. That's what he said. But let me just read this comment from Penguin. He said, I'll have Ethan and Martin Odegaard on and have Ethan as the main forward of the 2. He's more likely to shoot and gain an advantage through a set piece than Havertz. Yet I think Kai's a better late game option. It's true, you know.
And how much does Penguin get paid a year? 15 million, but yet he can see what everyone else can see, my bro. Anyway, sorry.
No, it's true. No, do you know what? And the funny thing is what I was reading through on my other stream, I was reading through like Arteta, and he was saying that Ethan can play left wing, right wing, and he said that he was thinking of
number 9,
you know, developing him into a number 9. So interesting.
If I had any hair left, Abs, I'll be pulling it out right now. I swear to God, my brother. I swear to God, I'm so like.
No. Zir, allow it, bro. Yeah, allow it. Because I'll make Dewar against that, bro. I will make Dewar against that. Yeah. And you know what? I'm the Arsenal fan, so you know what? I know you're in Saud and all them places there, but Aki, please.
Man said,
please don't.
You've got thingy. Yeah. Today, now you get me. So
listen, please don't, Aki, because you know what? Anyway,
joke is, I was on Curtis Shaw, big up Curtis Shaw.
I love his shows, man.
Yeah, he's one of my top guys, man. But anyway, I was watching the draw, and I was thinking to myself, I actually don't want Newcastle. Like, we ain't beat them since what? Last year, I think. When's the last time we beat them? We didn't beat them at St James's, so luckily we got the first leg at home.
I don't think we've been there for 2 years. I don't
See what I'm saying? So when we got Newcastle, I'm like, oh, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I was a bit unsure, to be honest. Like yesterday, I don't know who you wanted to win, but I actually wanted Spurs to win because Spurs are Spurs. My logic is if they get to the final, they're not going to win shit. So we're going to have a better chance. Like if we was to get Man United in the final, for instance, as much as they're shit, they would probably give us a better final than Spurs. Do you know what I mean? But I saw Newcastle and I was like, I'm not sure, you know. I'm not like we should be beating them. I mean, what's your thoughts on Newcastle, bro?
Newcastle, I was saying yesterday, and I think once was on his big, on Never a Foul. I can't remember who it was, but I kind of agreed with him that getting Newcastle is it's a bit spooky, to be honest, because these man, yeah, you know they're gonna play their first full team, yeah. They're gonna have Isak, you know, Baller, you know what I'm saying. They're gonna have man like Joe Linton stepping on man's toes and all them kind of things there. They've got Tonali now. You see his couple of goals that he scored the other day.
Yeah. Bang.
So these man ain't gonna be no easy game, bro. That's not gonna be an easy game. I would have preferred to get like maybe a Liverpool, just to knock them out.
Yeah, or even a Tottenham, bro. Yeah.
You know, with Liverpool, yeah, they've got that contrasting style with us, innit? So we may lose to Liverpool, but we may beat them as well. But Newcastle, I just think these men are just going to be a little bit tricky, and we've already lost to them this season, yeah. And
it's like they got our number,
innit? We showed nothing in that game.
That was one of the worst.
And Odegaard played as well. Odegaard played that game as well.
That was one of our worst games of the season. That lost to Newcastle, and I think just going off of what you're saying, they ain't really got nothing else to play for this year. Let's be honest. Obviously, they're done at the Champions League, and they're not really looking like they're going to do up top four. They might, but as you said, I mean, it's the first thing that you can win in the league, and they're going to play their first team. They ain't really got nothing else to play for. So when I saw that draw, I was one of the minority that was thinking, yeah, this is a bit spooky for us. I would have rather us played another team and knock them out. You know what I mean? And then just have a one-off with whoever in the final. So I'm kind of in agreement with you. We haven't beaten them this season. Second leg at St James. So if we don't have a couple of goal cushion at the Emirates, then it could be.
Are we playing at home first game?
Yeah, I think we're playing at home first. Yeah.
I would have preferred to play them.
Same.
Their ground, because boy, you know, under the lights there is gonna be spooky, man.
It's gonna be mad. And the Emirates ain't really our fortress this year. Do you know what I mean? Like the players look a bit nervous there. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but it's like,
oh, of course.
Yeah.
Well, look at the Everton game. You know what I mean? Look at previous game. We've not looked really good. I mean?
Yeah.
Also, as well, maybe it's an over criticism from me, but Raya for me. Could he have done better with that goal? That the header.
Yeah, I mean, Mateta goal. I think he could have, but I think Ray was probably
not the Mateta one, the Nketiah one, the header. Do you think he could have saved that?
The header.
Or do you think that was a bit? That was a good header, though. By the way,
it was a very good header, bro. I would have been surprised. And the thing is, I didn't. Firstly, I was shocked. I think Ray might have been shocked. It came from Nketiah. So, and I think his positioning weren't great. But I think it was a really good header, like right into that corner. I think, to be honest, he should have done a bit better with Mateta's goal. I think, and I'm going to point to Raya again, because was it the Fulham game? There was another goal that I think it was the Fulham game, wasn't it? Who scored against us at Fulham? What's that guy's name?
Was it not Iwobi? Was it? No,
it wasn't Iwobi. It was it was like South America.
Tinez,
something like that. That Donny, he scored, and he kind of went across him, like, you know, like which kind of took out a few of our players, which was primary school stuff anyway. And then it kind of just went across him and I thought he could have done a bit better with that, like getting down. Like, I think
he's a bit slow. I find him a little bit slow. Like,
he's come off the boil a little bit. I mean, I'd still say, of course, he's our number one keeper, because who have we got now? We got the wrong Neto, but he has been a bit off. He's been a bit off the boil, in my opinion. He has.
Definitely.
Definitely. Agree with that.
Definitely. But anyway, I've been wanting to get this one out for a while. Now, let's talk on this brother, yeah, because I'm hearing certain man talk about, yeah, I'll take Rashford for 40 million or whatever kind of million. I was watching a stream the other day, or this morning even, and man was saying, I'll take Rashford. In what world are you man taking Rashford, bro?
Honestly,
Are we like,
this is why we get bantered, my bro.
what are we? Are we some kind of like, you know, when a druggie goes into, what is it?
Rehab.
Rehab. Are we Rehab FC or something?
Rehabilitation, yeah. Care home, rehabilitation, supported days out. I mean, you name it, bro. You get me? You got a blue badge, you get discount. Like, you know, the most sentimental club in modern football. That's basically what's going on. Why on earth would we waste? Like, what kind of wages would he be on? Like, you've seen from the Sterling experiment that it's not going to work. And if anyone, oh yeah, but he needs a better manager to play under. He needs a better. Weren't they saying that for Sterling? Like, he will be another Sterling, bro. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. People are laughing with the whole Mudryk thing, but that's just like Arsenal to go and raid Oxfam. We're doing up charity shopping every window, bro. Go and raid in the rejects. What's been thrown out? Let me go and raid the skip. Why do we do this? This is why we get bantered, Abs. Like it's so embarrassing, bro. I personally don't even see what Rashford would offer us now. I don't
dribble. Pace. Yeah, the guy's lazy off the ball. Yeah. What is what is there to unlock? Havertz hasn't been unlocked. What, he scored 15 goals last season. What's he done this season? He's supposed to be getting better. Yeah, season upon season. Yeah. Let's not because you man failed with him. Yeah, let's not, you know, like, he didn't take us to no title last season.
Yeah, it's a stick to beat us with, innit? It is a stick to beat us with, and we was. I think most Arsenal fans were just happy that. Do you get me? Last season, even at the start of the season, I think he got like 6-6 or 7-7, something like that. So we were just happy that we're not getting bantered by other teams no more because of that. But when you really look at it, like, he is the backup. Like, you know, plenty of people are like, maybe bring him on for something different on the 60th or the 70th minute. Like, he is not the main guy. Do you know what I mean? We bought him as a midfielder. He don't work there. Do you know what I mean? And I think 65 million down the drain, all of that kind of stuff. Like, we didn't unlock him. I think he's done better for Arsenal than he has done for Chelsea, but it's just a so-so buy, bro. And for me, we spent that money, 65 million on this guy, when we could have got Kudus from Ajax for 35 million in the same fucking window, my bro. Like,
now, yeah.
Bro, like,
now my man's gonna cost 75, 80 million now. Kudos.
Bro, and he ain't worth that. He ain't worth 80 million. He ain't worth that kind of money. I mean, I still want him, but I wouldn't pay any more than 50 million for him. But what I'm saying is, we could have got him for 35, and then we're going to Chelsea's reject, just like we go for Man City. Man City were happy to get rid of James and Zinni because they're not good enough for Man City, bro. Do you know what I mean? So, and that happens a lot with Arsenal. Like, the big teams over the years come in and take our players, and all we do is take the reject. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to unlock Rashford. Just to go back to the main point, it's going to be he'll be the new Sterling, my bro. I can honestly tell you that. Oh, it's a little cat. Is that a boy or a girl?
Yeah.
I got a few cats in here.
You got a cat, yeah?
Yeah, I got two, bro. I got two.
Two, yeah?
Yeah, two and a chihuahua. Bro.
You got a dog as well, innit?
A fucking chihuahua, bro. Yeah, some absolute.
Hey, them things are aggressive, you know, bro.
Bro, but the thing is, yeah, I know you've seen them videos of when dogs bark when they're behind the cage, and as soon as you open the thing, they shut up.
Yeah.
Bro, he does up bare, but as soon as you go towards him, he's good for nothing, man. Like kind of Sterling, like Rashford.
Oh man, yeah, it's true, you know. But yeah, run the experiment of, and the thing is as well, yeah. Dr. Arteta will probably want to bring in a man like Rashford, innit? Do you know what I mean? To see, because I can fix him, I can change him. And the fan base, not everyone, there will be, starving, you know what, Rashford. Rashford scores a goal, like, for the rest, one goal throughout the rest of the season, yeah? And it's just, hey, cat man, what are you doing? One goal throughout the rest of the season. And you know what I mean? It's just going to be flop. And then it's just another player that we're gonna fail and they're going to be difficult to get rid of.
I
would rather bring in someone, pay the money up, and bring in someone that maybe someone like a Lookman, like a
Kvara.
I like Conceição as well. These type of players.
Liao, but I don't really rate Liao. But you know what I mean? These kind of players. I know what you're trying to say, bro. Players that we can they come in and you can expect something of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally agree, bro. I totally agree.
But yeah, I'm not really feeling the Rashford signing.
Rashford is going to be a waste of money.
Yeah, why are we always looking at these Chelseas and these Man Uniteds, and why are we always picking up their garbage, bro?
Why? The whole world can see, my brother. The whole world can see what's going on. The whole world can see we need a striker. We ain't replaced Giroud. We ain't replaced Aubameyang. We ain't replaced Alexis. We ain't even replaced the people we got rid of in the summer, ESR and Ketia, Fabio Vieira. We ain't even replaced them. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So why is it that whenever there's a top class player, or we're never in for them, bro? We're literally the Lidl of football clubs, and we've got the highest paid ticket in the league. Arse Lidl. That's what I call us, bro. Because why do we move? I've seen, bro. I'm not a young guy, bro. I'm not a young guy. I've been going to Arsenal since the 90s, bro. I've seen this over and over and over again. Why are we never serious? This is why we're the beating stick of the football world, and our fans are embarrassed. But then you're right. You are going to get a percentage of our fans. 5 things we learned about Rashford. You know, like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You're going to get our fans chatting this wash, bro. Like, and this is why I think, like, we literally go up and down the country just clearing out the nursing homes, bruv, clearing out the supported. Bruv, who supports this team? But how can you be happy with this, bro? How can you be happy with this? Rodrigo can't really hold down the place at Madrid. Mbappe stinking out. Why are we not in for these guys, bro? Are we broke?
We ain't broke. We just lack ambition. And you can talk about buying Rice for 100 million and stuff like that, but that money could have easily be invested in a proper striker. And it's crazy, because this is the next point we're going to move on to now as well, because this game against Palace, let's not forget, anyhow we mess up this game, I think Chelsea are what? How much? 4 points. Chelsea win, and say we was to lose and Chelsea win, that's 7 points. 7 points ahead before the new year. That would be a lot to claw back. Yeah. So we have to win on Saturday. There's no draw. There's no nothing. Yeah, and we have to win good. Because Chelsea are smacking up Everton. I don't care what anyone says. Everton are getting by Chelsea.
You know what Chelsea fans are trying to do at the moment? They're trying to play it all down. Let's get to 40 points. Use lots never said. Like, nothing changes in the league. We know. So we're in serious trouble, bro. I mean, when you look at it, Man City, and it's like every time Man City fall off, we never capitalize. We just say, hold my beer, and we're gonna upstage you even more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and no one would have thought that Man City and Arsenal would have fell off this year. But that's what's happened. Let's be honest. I mean, it's still possible, but is it likely? That's what I say on all of my streams. Like, every game, imagine now, before we've even got to January, every game is a must win. Like, every game. Like, how can we be in this position already? So for me, I've kind of given up on the league. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I've kind of given up on it. Like I said, it's possible, but is it likely? Not in my opinion. What I think's more likely, more possible to happen is that, I mean, look, the Carabao, even with the Newcastle draw, even though I think it's spooky, it's favoured us. Do you know what I'm saying? The same with Crystal Palace. You had Man City that's already out, bigger teams taking each other out. Like, the draws favoured us. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, I know people don't want to hear it, but that's our best chance. So, but that's the situation we're in, bro. But we're still in December, and we have to win every game that we play, and that's wild compared to what we came off last year.
Definitely. I was going to say, what's this? Yeah, give us a score prediction for the Arsenal Palace game. Then, are we playing away? Is this a game away?
Yeah, this is away, man. This is at Selhurst. Yeah. like I said, I think we're going to obviously play a better team, a stronger team. So I can expect a relative improvement, but I also feel like they're going to play a stronger team. Obviously, Eze Mateta got hooked. They're going to be up for it. I think Palace are going to be more up for this game than they were the Carabao. So I'm going to say 2-1. I'm going to say 2 because I don't think Jesus is going to start. James, I don't think he's going to start. So that brings back Havertz and how he's been playing at the moment as the main striker. You're on the left, you're on the right, you're in the midfield, you're everywhere but the box. So it's very hard to predict anything with this team anymore. Like, do you know what I mean? You can't say that we're going to score loads of goals, but then we might.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to say 2, maybe 3-1.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a 3-1 Arsenal. I think if we score early, then we're just going to just do our thing and just go on to like dominate the game. But it may be a case of Palace might score another early goal. And if we've got Gabriel back, obviously, you know, the set pieces might start flowing and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, I'm just hoping.
What's your opinion on that? Because I don't think we've spoken since all of those things were happening. I mean, my opinion is obviously I don't care about the set pieces as part of the game. But it does get embarrassing because even against Everton, I'm seeing players like trying to actually get the corners, play for corners, kicking it off players. That for me is when it gets embarrassing, bro. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know your thoughts on it. I don't care if we was to win every game by set pieces, but when you're trying to physically get them, like you've got no other idea, that's when it's embarrassing for me. Do
you know what, bro? When I used to play football, yeah, we used to come against teams that all they did was set pieces, bro. And you know what? They had a big flipping number 9. They used to target that man. Do you know what I mean? Big centre back. They used to target those guys to win headers. And do you know what? 9 times out of 10, they weren't successful in it. Do you know what I'm saying? But there's obviously that one time in it where, you know, if you switch off, they would score in it. So the modern game, yeah, people's opinions are just crazy in it. Do you know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, it's part of the game. If you watch Wimbledon back in the day, if you watch Stoke back in the day, those type of
David Beckham, bro. Do you know what I mean? I know it's a step.
Exactly.
Direct,
yeah, exactly.
It's still a weapon, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? So
the throw-ins that the lap used to do back in the day, those long throw-ins, yeah, you know, to the target man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like to like crouch and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's part of the game, and people always. I'm not saying everyone, but people like to talk about fluid football and all this bollocks at times, but sometimes when you're in the mud in it and you need something here, then you know what, that's there in it. But what's your thoughts on Arteta going towards? So we're like halfway now in the season now. So what is your assessment on Arteta so far this season?
It's not gonna be a good one, my bro. I'm gonna be really honest with you.
Be honest.
Yeah, it's not a good one. I mean, I ever since we got the guy, he wasn't. I was like, why are we hiring a novice? I didn't understand. But like I say on my lives, even I was starting to believe a little bit last season. Do you know what I mean? Like the last couple of seasons, I can't directly fault what he's done with the squad and the team, but I can fault some of the decision making. I can fault, you know, some of the old traits that follow Arsenal over and over again. Like, why have we moved to the Emirates? Why are we in the Champions League if we're never going to buy quality? Do you know what I mean? So coming into the season for me, it's third time lucky. It's supposed to be. Do you know what I mean? Everyone was expecting it. You even had Saka coming out at the start of the season saying, yeah, the squad expects to win the league. So we've set this bar for ourselves. And Arteta, I think he's definitely struggling. He's in the mud at the moment, and he's so stubborn. Like every time I see this guy, I don't want to watch his press conference at the moment. I really don't, bro. I don't. I think you talk in circles. Like your team selection is a myth. Like I'm actually miffed by it, bro. Like who in their right mind would have thought that 4 would have started against Crystal Palace? No one could have guessed that, bro. Like what are you doing? Like you I think not only are we expecting the team to have no injuries and to keep the same form for 3 years in a row, which that's a bit ridiculous in itself. Yeah. Not only are we expected to do that, but then you've got an inside agent from like from the inside tinkering, moving players all over the place, playing players out of position, making the run substitution. Like I think he's been panicking this year, bro. I think the pressure is too much for him. So without going too much around the bush, because I can go on for ages, I can do a whole hour show just chatting about his shortcomings, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there is so much room for improvement. I'm not liking any of the in-game management. Someone's going to try and big him up, the top gooners. He brought on Saka and Odegaard and the game changed. But our squad players should have been enough. Do you know what I mean? To give them guys a rest, let's be honest. Yeah. And even if you would have played the squad players in their actual positions, then you're setting us up a little bit better. At the moment, it's like you're setting us up to fail, bro. So I'm not happy with Arteta at the moment. If I had to rate you out of a 10 this year, then you're sitting on a 5, and I think that's even being generous, bro. Because come on, then for you to come out at the start of the season and say we're short, there's obviously something going on. Then to come out with the same PR that this club wants to peddle every year about January, like everyone and their nan can see what we need, my bro, except for this guy. So. You know,
we want to win everything, though. We want to win everything, though, innit? But we're short. We want to win everything. We're
short. Yeah. So for me, you're just an embarrassment. Every time I watch your press conference, I just feel like it's going to be Waffle, and it is. Every time I'm expecting you to come out and reassure.
Hold on. That's my name, man. I'm Waffle TV, man.
You know what I'm saying? And well, Mikel Arteta's trying to take it, bro, because every time I don't understand what he's saying. You're going around in circles. You know, I knew against Everton. You come out, we had all the ball, we had all the chances, we should have won the game. Just come out and say we were shit, bro. Like, just come out and tell the truth. We don't know what's going on for our players. Like, all of this Sir Alex Ferguson mind games, like, it's just like you're doing it against Arsenal because we can't predict our team. We can't predict what he's going to do. I just feel like we're regressing, and he's part of the reason why.
I spoke on this the other day. Yeah, it's just like this guy can never. You know, he's just really just like, you know, those irritating smiles, and you know, he's not a man that gives anything away. You know, everything's close to his chest. You want to think he's this honest guy, yeah, but I just don't see it. I just think he's very swarmy, and he's just, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to even badmouth a man too much today. Listen, let's do the views and Abs starting lineup, not the Arteta lineup. Let's do the for Crystal Palace on Saturday. Is that what kickoff? Is that 5:30 kickoff?
I'm not sure.
Let me have a look when this game is, man.
Yeah, while you're doing that, let me just big up Godfrey again. Big up H in the building. Big up Zir, AFC always. Penguin, my mod, big yourself up.
Bringing mans to the stream. That's big respect to them thing there.
Of course, man. Try and make everyone come over, and make sure you're subscribing as well and hitting the like.
Yeah, not even asked you today. Not even asked you today. So you know what? You know what to do, and make sure you go and sub to the man like streams.
Yeah,
views. I call these streams, you know.
Streams. It might be soon, bro. You know, like that.
Right. Let me see when this game is being played, man. 5:30. So you know what? Under the lights, bro. At 5:30 tomorrow. Under the lights.
Before we do this, because I don't know. I don't like the 12:30 kickoffs, and I'm not even sure I like the 3 p.m. kickoffs. I don't like any kickoff.
5:30 kickoff, bro. It's 5:30 in the evening, so it's going to be on Sky Sports.
Yeah.
So the pressure's going to be on. When do Chelsea play? When is the Chelsea game? Is it on Sunday?
I'm not sure. Because I'm meant to be doing my prediction video, so I'm going to check all of that out. Obviously, when I woke up this morning, jump on with you. So I'm going to do a prediction video for the weekend, so I'll check all of that out then. But I did know that we're away at Crystal Palace. I knew that, but I just don't know the time.
We have to win. I you know what? I'm delusional. Yeah, I'm a delusional person at the moment. I don't really think that the league's done at the moment. I just refuse. Maybe I'm just one of these stubborn brothers, yeah. But I don't believe that the league's done. Yeah, I still think there's twists and turns coming. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
We just need to win our games. We just need to concentrate and win our games.
Right. And that's what I was going to say. That siege mentality is like we haven't got it. We're too busy looking. Even the fans, they're too busy looking at what Liverpool's doing and
what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, because we are falling off bad. Like, listen, it's still possible because I never thought Liverpool would drop points, and then they drew with Newcastle and drew with Fulham. So I didn't see that coming. So, you know, no one's Mystic Meg. Of course, there's still going to be twists and turns. I just think that when the twists and turns happen, it's just typical of Arsenal not to take advantage, my bro. So
Exactly.
I just think it's possible, but I'll say it again: is it likely? Do you get me? So, but yeah, all right. And before we do this as well, what's your 1 out of 10 rating for Arteta? Because I didn't even ask you.
This season, based on, I'll be brutally honest, yeah, I'm going to give him a 4. I don't think he's been good enough this season. I think there's a lot of things he could have changed. And you know what? We can all be here as fans as saying, oh, we should do this and he shouldn't do that. But this manager, sometimes, obviously, he sees more than us, obviously, with his players and stuff. But there's some obvious things that he's lacked and he's probably not wanting to deal with because he's that way inclined, innit? He's stubborn, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? You're like with the party experiment, with the Ethan Waneri, you know, there's certain things that I think he could have, you know, done, you know, this season to make it better. But we will see in it. You know what? You've got another half. But as I said before, yeah. If you don't win anything this season, get out of my club, bro. Serious, yeah. And the thing is as well, yeah, I'll tell you something as well. The Carabao Cup is not a given for us, yeah. So all these fans are going to win that. It's not a given. I'm telling you that now.
Not at all.
Very tough, yeah. But anyway,
yeah,
we know who's going to be in goal.
We know who's going to be in goal. Yeah. Now,
this is our team, yeah. It's not what we think Arteta's, because we probably know who Arteta's going to put on the right. So who are we going with on the right?
It's got to be Timber, but I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, man. I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what to do because if he plays Party there again, because this is probably, it's got to be Timber. But yeah, I don't know what to do. I was saying to Hooks because he went to the Palace game.
Yeah, he went to one game. Yeah.
And I was saying, bro, you got to fucking clamp Arteta, bro. You got to do something. You know, tell him stop playing Party
with his big self, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. Obviously, we would pick Timber. You know, he's got to be the starting right back for me.
Obviously, Saliba as well. Literally the centre backs obviously choose themselves, and I hope Gabriel's fit as well. He looks like he's all right. So
he looks like he's all right. Hairline and teeth, yeah. So them two pick themselves, bro. Them two pick themselves. The only real Gabriel in the squad, bro.
Who are you picking left back though?
I'm picking Skelly, fam. I'm picking Skelly. I know he won't. Well. I know he won't, but you should. You should pick Skelly. And if you are going to play anyone there, it has to be Skelly in. It has to be Skelly.
I'm thinking of Skelly because you know what? He's the future, innit? Man's coming up as a DM, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That I was just about. He's not even a left back. This is another thing about Arteta. That's why he gets such a. Yeah, that's why he gets such a bad rating. Because why do you keep trying to change and fix these players? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he played his best position for us at left back, but he's actually a DM, bro. Yeah, but anyway, digressing.
Mad thing. He's probably going to try and make him into like, I don't know. Well, we don't know what he's going to make him up. So who are we going for in midfield now? This is a very important position.
Yeah, for me, if everyone's fit, then I would obviously have Rice. I would have a double pivot of Rice and someone. And someone.
Rice. It's got to be Partey, isn't it?
It's got to be Partey for me. But obviously, when you see them two both play in the same team, he usually plays Rice on the left-hand side. So Partey down the middle. And I don't really want to see that. I don't think it works. But obviously, this is our midfield. But yeah, I think the midfield will probably be Rice, Partey, and Odegaard, and I think he'll play Rice on the left-hand side again, if I'm being honest. But it's our team, so I think but you can put him there if you want. But I think definitely Partey and Rice in the middle with Odegaard. I mean for me that picks itself as well. To be honest,
so far that team looks gangster, you know,
bro.
Doesn't that team look gangster so far?
Bro, and it's not hard. This is me and you as fans. Do you know what I mean? We're not qualified. We're not paid for
this is you. You're that woman there, bro. You're that woman there that needs to just put the tig up the nose, man.
Yeah, that is me, boy.
Obviously,
James,
man like Saka chooses himself, bro.
yeah. He's the most comfortable footballer in world football, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you. So we got two positions now,
Yeah.
and who you playing on the left, bro?
For me, I play James. I play James purely because I always saw him as a winger anyway. Like he's come out and said he's not a striker. I think he's had some of his best performances on the wing for Arsenal. I think he provides more than Sterling when he plays on the wing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've seen him run off without his boot on and stuff like that, slip over. But I think he offers a little bit more. And because he just banged a hat-trick, because he's kind of in okay form, I think you kind of reward him. No one's held down that left-hand spot. I've even heard some people talk about Wanyeri playing there, but I don't want him to play there because I don't want him to be scapegoated. Do you know what I mean? But whereas James, he can play there. He can play across the line. Do you know what I mean?
What about this comment from Godfrey? He's saying Odegaard should be playing as an 8 with Ethan more advanced. I would drop that as well, bro.
I would love that.
Because I don't like this brother playing as an 8. So I'm gonna, do you know what? This is our team, yeah. So I'm gonna change it around a bit because we're gangster like that, yeah.
Yeah, and if Rice is tired and he's got a broken toe, then give him a rest. Do you get me? Play Partey in the 6.
Hold on. What's going on here? Stupid advert thing, man. Getting on my nerves, bro.
I mean, that's what I thought we should have done against Everton as well. So that's what I'm trying to say. You earn 50 million a year, my bro, and we're at home, and we've got literally Saliba and whoever back, Gabriel, and that's it. Like, they're not even trying to attack. They're not trying to score. So why would you then do like for like? Why would you not try and put on more attackers, bro? Do you know what I mean? So that's the reason why, like, I don't think he'll ever do this. And then you hook Odegaard for Wanyeri, and then when you hooked Odegaard, he was actually starting to play well at the time you hooked him. So I'd love to see Odegaard and Wanyeri playing together, and then maybe Thomas in front of the back four, just sweeping up and dictating. I'd love to see that.
So what would you do, a 4-2-3-1 or 4? How would you?
I would probably play like one in front of. I play one like anchoring midfielder, so I'd probably play Partey, and then I play Odegaard and Wanyeri as a 2 attacking left and right on the midfield. Why not try it at home against Everton? If you're gonna try, when we're at home, if you're gonna try Timber and Kivior as 2 centre backs, then why would you never ever try and play Wanyeri alongside Odegaard? Because I've never seen it.
These men disrespect Ranieri, and put his face on it. Is it because he's still young or something?
Yeah. I don't even think you can get him. I don't even know if he's on FC 25 or not yet. I don't know. I ain't got that one yet. But he ain't on 24, so.
Yeah. So you're saying Jesus on the left, yeah?
Well, I mean, I would try him there, bro. I mean, I don't know I don't think he's going to do that, but I would give it a go.
No. It's about what we want to do. Me and you are managers.
Yeah. So for me, James got a hat trick. Like, he deserves to start the next game. So he's going to play Havertz. So I play him on the.
No. Me and you are managers. I'm assistant coach. You're manager. Yeah, we're picking the team. Forget about Arteta now. Yeah, because this is our team. Views and Abs' team. Yeah,
I'd still have him on the left.
You'll put Jesus on the left. So you wouldn't play him up front after scoring a hat trick.
See, what I do is I try him on because even in that game, like, his positioning wasn't always centre.
Yeah, because he doesn't play as a centre forward, does he? He's always here. Sorry, he's always there. He's
always here. He's always there. And the only reason I'm saying I would play him there is because I've not been happy with what I've been seeing from Martin and Kung Fu Panda, innit? Yeah. None of them are holding down the spot. Yeah, and I can't talk because my bags, they're Gucci, bro. Real authentic. You get me? This is like, you have to be a specialist in the lack of sleep. You get me? But you get me? I'm older than him, bro, and his bags are like worse than mine. It's bad. Anyway,
look what you've done, bro. You've got me writing James and all that now. You've actually changed his name, bro.
So anyway, for me, I would start him on the left because, like I said, none of those 2 players are holding down that position.
Yeah.
And when James does play, he don't really hold down the centre forward position anyway. So I would start him on the left and play Kai up front. just to start the game anyway.
So do you know what? Who's up front?
Donkey Kai, bro.
He kind of messes up this team, you know.
He does a little bit. He does a little bit. But with Kai, like when you used to watch Kai, like before anyone bought Kai, when he was at Leverkusen, he was playing like a false 10.
Yeah.
And he was playing a support role. He was playing a support striker role. And that's when everyone was calling him a wonder kid, bro. That's when Chelsea, that's when everyone wanted him. And then when you see him play at Arsenal, even the last few games, he has not been holding up the centre forward position either. He's been out on the wing, or he's been dropping deep, or when he gets the ball, it's like your first choice is to pass rather than to bang it. So I'd play them both together. You get me? I'd tell them you've got freedom to swap and change, do what you need to do, and just see how it works. Because, you know, even if we got a Gyökeres or a main striker, you know, Havertz is still the backup for me, and I wouldn't be opposed to seeing us play with like a main number 9 and Havertz as support. I wouldn't be opposed to that, you know. So
so a bit like,
I don't know if it would bang. But like I said, I'd still play them to start the game anyway. I'd still start the donkey.
You can play Jesus as an inside forward as well. So
yeah, like I play all three of them,
that.
and I just tell them like just to mix it up, because when you watch them anyway, you know, like I said, Havertz and they're never really in the center a lot anyway. And even Saka against Fulham and Everton was picking up different positions to try and get into the game because they locked us off on the right. So I just told them to interchange, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Play your football, you know. So
that's a wicked team, you know. I'll be honest with you, yeah. Even Godfrey's saying it. James on the win works. Even Godfrey's saying it now. Bro, You've got everyone saying it now, bro.
Last year, bro. I swear there was a couple of games he come on. I swear against even Man City, or was it the season before? And he played on the left wing, bro. And he was running up and down the wing like he was putting in a shift. Like that's the thing I'll give Martin credit for. Like he's pants in front of goal and don't lift his head up, but he'll track back, whereas Kung Fu Panda won't. But James, he actually plays good on the wing, bro, and he tracks.
He does, you know that, yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I'll play him on the left, and I'll say to him, bro. Like you're on $250,000 a week. You're in and out of the squad. If you can hold down this, like you got a chance now to hold down this position, bro. Do you get me? So that would be me, innit?
That's a decent team, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That team beating up most teams in the Premier League. Yeah,
I'd like to think so. Yeah,
especially with those two midfielders, bro. The creativity, yeah, bringing in Saka and bringing in Jesus
and Jesus coming off the left, cutting inside with his right foot. And try, you know what I mean? So it could work. It could work. And what I like about Nwaneri is he's comfortable on the ball. He's not afraid to shoot as well, which Odegaard needs to do a lot more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Nwaneri will drop the shoulder and just bang it. So I think them two playing together, it's a must. We have to see it at least once. Do you know what I mean? Like
that's not a bad shot as well with Trossard in the 9. Maybe he cooked a few times when he played there as well. False kind of 9, isn't it? Kind of because he's not. False, he's like a false 9. He's not really
rather than a 10. I'd say more of a false 9 than a 10 or an 8. Yeah, and he did have a couple of good games there when Odegaard was out, but he had a couple of stinky ones as well. With Trossard at the moment, I just don't know where his head's at, bro.
He's been stinky recently, isn't it? He's not been really great, has he?
So I don't know where his head's at, my bro. You know
but people, man, we're gonna end the stream now, man. It's been a nice stream. As I said, me and my views can talk for hours, but obviously, you know, we've got things to do in our day. Big up to the chat though, man. You man have been lively. These early streams seem to be popping, man. In the evening, I'll probably get 2-3 people joining my stream.
There's a lot more people on in the evening. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's a lot more people on. So sometimes it can be like that, man. But at the moment, this is just my times schedule, but we're gonna try and sort out some more evening stuff. Definitely, man.
Definitely. Now make sure you guys, those guys who sub to me, make sure you go and sub to Views. His name's in the title, so there's no excuses. If you haven't already done it, please go and sub to him. Please like the stream, and people, please, it's very important. I can't stress this enough. Make a comment. Put a dot, just put a comment so the algorithms, YouTube man say, this video's popping. Please, people, just a comment. I know AFC always does it. Godfrey, Lipstick, all you man, big up. to all you, man, and I'm looking forward to peaceful weekends, my brother.
Yeah, we need it, man. We need it. We're hoping for
listen, you see, last week, I don't know how you, man. I don't know how you kept your composure, bro.
Because my thing was freezing up. So I kind of hope, yeah, like there's a little, like Curtis Shaw said the same thing. Like sometimes when I'm watching Arsenal, I feel like they play so shit, and then the moment I turn it off, like a goal goes in. Do you get me? So because my thing was freezing up so much, I was just like, well, if I don't get to see everything, hopefully when it comes back, we've got to go. I know you was hot, my bro. I know you was hot. But this is why I try not to even do watch-alongs. I am going to, next year, I'm going to try and get watch-alongs going, but you're going to see animation. You're going to see, if you think you was bad, bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's like pulling teeth watching this team, man. But listen, big up everyone. In Hindsight, episode 2, had a blast as always.
Catch us number 3
For my
soon.
people, then make sure you're following Waffle TV. Make sure you're liking the video. You get me? Showing us, man, some love. You get me? And just, yeah, man, hopefully we will get to run it again soon, bro.
Definitely, my brother. And remember, over the Christmas period, this is when people are at home. So make sure you get the streaming done, brother. I know man's going to be flat with chicken and turkey and all of them things there.
And you get me? And all of that, bro. But yeah, man, we're going to work.
Yeah, man. But people, big up to you, and have a great Friday. And don't forget to catch me later on Honest Rivals. We'll have some guests on that panel, hopefully. And hopefully I might do a show with Onome as well. So a full pack day today on Waffle TV. View's going to be doing his own thing as well. So make sure, click that notification button on people, because we're going to be doing our thing. But listen, come on, Arsenal, big win tomorrow. Let's do this. Peace. We out.